am making this video because for a few months now I've wanted to know the difference between the Complete Edition and the original Witcher game, and I've talked to like 10 to 15 different people, and I got multiple answers as far as to what you could and could not do, and most people didn't seem to know, if you needed internet to download it, or what was included, or if you needed a special code and so forth. So we'll go through and see what they have. Obviously, of course, it includes expansion stuff on there. Now, the main thing about this is it takes up more data, 30% more gigabytes of data on the Complete Edition. The original Witcher takes up 30.7 gigs, while the Complete Edition Witcher takes up 39.9 gigs. That is approximately 30% more data, or more space for gameplay. Now, if you'll notice, there are two different downloads on here, which means it's not going to, if you buy a Complete Edition, it's not going to delete the original one, and you don't need internet to download the Complete Edition, which is kind of cool as well. The Complete Edition also has a new land on the map. In the Complete Edition, you see the old map from the original, but when you scroll down, oh my gosh, we got a new land plan. So we zoom in here, and if you'll notice closely, it's like a hilly mountains region. Here's one view of Toussaint, and here's another view of Toussaint. And of course, here is another view of the beautiful palace in Toussaint, or castle, or whatever you want to call it. Beautiful view here. And here's another view. Here is a view from that bridge we just showed a minute ago. And as you can see from the video, they've clearly added a beautiful land and world in which to play. And as I've mentioned several times, I really, really like this world that they've added. It looks wonderful. If you can see the view from there, there's quite a bit of stuff here, which makes it kind of cool. And it's hard to, you might see a map, but what you don't see is how high you have to go or how low you have to go, and tunnels and so forth. And you can zoom out there. It's a decent sized world that they've added with hidden quests and cool storyline. Complete Edition is more user-friendly in terms of a lot of the features they've gone through it. One of the most notable features is the map, and also items are a little bit easier to use, or they try to make the screen more user-friendly. And this is about as close as we can get, and it's about as far away as we can get. And yeah. Takes a little bit of time to go around on this map over here. You can see a lot more of Valen and Novigrad, and you don't have to worry about scaling out to the big map. Now let's go ahead and hit the top left button and see what happens. Okay, we have this screen here, and this is for the original. Now let's contrast that with what options you have, or how the screen is set up on the Complete game. Let's take a brief look at the Alchemy Screen on the original edition. Let's contrast that with the Alchemy Screen for the Complete Edition. One other thing that I've noticed is that they've slightly increased the speed at which you can move around in this game compared to the original. Another cool feature that's added is the stash feature you see right there on the map. And basically what you can do with that is you can go store all your goods so you won't get overburdened, and you can run around and move around in the game pretty fast. So that's a cool feature about the game, is you can go ahead and store some of your items that you might want to save. In the Complete Edition, you can level up to either 32 or 34. Here's a look at the title screen for the main game. Now let's contrast that with the screen from the Complete Edition. You can see there's a few more features here, and if you go into New Game, you can either do the Fresh Start, where you start from scratch. Let's say you don't have a quest on the other one. There's the Hearts and Stone quest, and if you do either the Hearts and Stone or the Blood and Wine, you have the option to level up. Let's say you played through the original edition and you're up to like level 30 something and you beat the game. You know, maybe you don't want to start from scratch and beat all that stuff over again. So you have the option of leveling up to, like, say, I think in this case, you would level up to 32. So we get into, let's say, Hearts of Stone, for example. And it's a standalone mode, which means the quest or the story has been completed and your character has been leveled up. So in this case, we go through all this stuff right here, and we continue here, and one more time. And as you can see up top, our character is at level number 32. So what do you give up? Well, first off, since it's two separate games, if you have a quest on the original Witcher, you're not going to lose that. That's still there as long as you don't delete it from your Xbox One. But you won't be able to transfer that data over to the Complete Edition Witcher game. So basically, you're going to lose side quests. You may have to do them a second time if you want to. A big thing with this is you lose your customized weapons with rune stones and so forth. And that makes it a little more difficult to proceed on the, or a little more challenging to proceed on the quest of the Complete Edition. Now, as far as the character is concerned on the Complete Edition, you are given a total of 42 points, as you can see down there, to upgrade your character however you would like. You also, of course, give up your Gwent card collection. You're going to start basically from scratch, which can be a little bit of disadvantage or a little bit of a challenge. Let's say you got your deck up at a really high level and it's too easy to win. Well, you're starting over again, so it might be a little more challenging to win those cards back. So the first question is, if you have the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, should you buy the Complete Edition? I went ahead and did so because I really, really like the game. If you really, really like the game, I think you should. If you kind of, sort of like the game, maybe not. Now, if you like this type of game and you're debating whether to get this one or the Complete Edition, I would recommend getting the Complete Edition, because if you get stuck playing this game and you really, really like it, you're going to want this versus the original. Another option you have if you purchase the Witcher original one and you don't want to spend money on the new Complete Edition because it costs a little bit more, is you could simply go to YouTube and watch all the cutscenes, but look for all the cutscenes from the new Complete Edition versus just the ones from the original. And that pretty much wraps up this video. Thank you for watching.